So my first order of the day was a Synpex order that contained a toilet and also a bathroom sink. It was rather bulky, and I probably could have used another body, but Lowe's is pretty good at providing help to load things up, as you can see. One thing I wanted to note on is on the islands right now, there are some fires burning, and it really does have people very unsettled, especially considering what just happened a couple of months ago over in Lahaina. If you guys have seen anything or heard anything on the news, just let me know in the comments. So heading out to drop off that first order, I ran into a bunch of traffic, as you can see here. Luckily, I was getting off right here on the North Shore, so it wasn't very much of a wait for me. But unfortunately, a lot of those folks had to sit in traffic for a little while. So after dropping off my first order of the day, I was heading back towards Honolulu, and I noticed some really interesting activity going on here at this stoplight here. There was a bunch of Marines, or I'm sorry, not a bunch of Marines, but there was a Marine here, and then you also had HPD and a lot of traffic that we're trying to get. This is usually a pretty busy area. So my second load of the day turned out to be about 10 bags of asphalt that weighed about 50 pounds each, which is not too much for me to handle. They were very messy though. Maybe next time I have to lay down a tarp or something, because all that asphalt was just coming out into my truck bed there. Something I'll just have to wash out later, but definitely not a big deal. So the drop-off ended up being at the Aloha Tower, which is a pretty popular tourist destination on the island. After talking to security, they informed me to just leave the bags on a concrete slab inside of the parking garage, which I did that, and it was a pretty quick job done for pretty decent pay. So after this, I was pretty much done with my Synpex orders and decided to go out and maybe do a little bit of Uber driving, to make a little bit extra cash. So unfortunately, the first order that I accepted for Uber ended up being a very, very lengthy two drop-off job that paid about $50. As you can see, this job took me about 2 hours and 16 minutes, and I was really frustrated afterwards because I could have just accepted that first $6 order and maybe got a bunch of other $10 order, $15 orders here and there to really make it worth it. So this is the view after dropping off that last order. I just want to come in and make another note as far as the vlogger goes. As far as me getting put out of the area and taking these super long jobs, sometimes it's absolutely worth it. This view right here of the mountains, I don't know how well you can see that, but man, it's even though I'm inconvenienced, people don't get to see what I get to see every day while I'm out working, and even though I'm inconvenienced sometimes, just slow down and just take a breather, man. Sometimes you get to see stuff, and I'm a nature buff, man. I really love being outside and seeing just beauty, firsthand. And I've never been on the street before. I've never seen these mountains from this angle before, and hey man, it's worth it, man. Even though it was a hassle, yeah, it was worth it. All right, thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe.